Hello, everybody. This is Chris Thermo, and welcome to another video of another belt that I'm going to post on my YouTube. This is my custom-made National Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship belt, based off the classic WWF, not WWE, but WWF Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship title belt that was used from 85 through 98, and then I think from 2018 through 2021. From what I remember of this belt, there's been different variations of this belt. Besides my title that you see before you, ECW used it as their World Tag Team title from 97 to I believe 98. Various promotions, independent here and there. And the NWA used this title as well as a custom-made North American title, which looked good, but they never used it as a U.S. title. Now, for some reason, my favorite belt of all time, my favorite championship, is the NWA U.S. title, especially from the JCP area. The 10 pounds of silver, aka the silver lining in my book, and Golden Eagle, aka the gold standard, also in my book, which I also have posted as well. Now, as you can look at the title belt itself, I posted on social media that the main frame, the main belt, I thought this was the White House, but I was wrong. I always get that confused. This is Capitol Hill. You go deep into the design, it was engraved, in which the way I liked it engraved. There's another version of this in which GCB did a great job engraving it the way I like it, because this is so gorgeous. As you can see, there's blue stars right there painted, and going to the other one, there's also red stars right there painted, and of course the NWA logo, which I told him to do, put the 3 stars on top, and the heavyweight wrestling champion right there. Like I said, Jim Crockett Promotions never used this title belt. I know that the title belt that WWF, AWA, and NWA used is the AWA World Tag / NWA National / NWA World TV and / WWF Heavyweight title, all between the titles from 85 through 88. The last version I saw of that particular title was left current was the World TV title, and that belt lasted until 1992. But now it got resurfaced back in the NWA of today as the World TV title. But moving on, this title belt here is something I always wanted to have the way that I want it, just like it. Now, this is made by GCB, Great Customs Belt. That's from across seas in Pakistan. I really don't go with Pakistan people no more, but I heard about this guy from a belt collector, and he told me he uses this belt maker as one of his own. I like this title. I like it a lot. I like it a whole bunch of very, a lot. Um, I can't believe how good it looks, how good it weighs and feels. But let's look at the title by itself. Let's start with the logo right here. Of course, that I love the NWA logo. I always said like this logo. Crockett put on all his titles, specifically the national title that he made and the U.S. title that he made, and the U.S. tagging titles that he also had, and I think the World Junior title, but not the World Tagging title, not the World TV title. I don't think the Western States title also had that other signature, but this right here is, to me, is the best logo they have. Now let's go to the other side. Engraved, painted blue. It's the side place of a space shuttle. I think this is a Space Shuttle Challenger. I think this is the shuttle that exploded in '86 when I saw on TV, which horrified the entire nation at that time in the 1980s. I think it was on like '86. So, yeah. Of course, engraved are two wrestlers. I wanted to put the NWA logo, but I was like, nah, I don't want that. I want it just like how it is. I want it just like how it is. Same thing over here. Red and blue. Like that stand out. And of course, a red version of the shuttle that was made in the Challenger. The snaps are here, great. I should have told him to put the logo of his stamping. How it should have been, but I didn't. That was my fault. Let's see if I can flip this belt over. The back styling is great. You can see all the grommets there. The leather is smooth, very, very smooth. I like GCB belts, but for communication purposes, they take too long. They had another belt that I didn't like, which I told them to make over, but I paid them up front. That belt, they did I'm glad I got this belt better. So let me flip this back over. And as you can see, we're back on the main plate. The one thing, the best thing I love about this title is is Capitol Hill. The way that it looks astonishing. It looks incredible. This is badass. This really is. Now, of course, the only thing I really don't like is the leather. As you can see, I know the plates are bigger because I told them to make the side plates this bigger than this, but it just looks so small. But look at it from this point, you know it is bigger. But that space right here, that's too wide. They did the same thing over here as well. That's too wide. And right here is also, that's too wide, and right there as well. Like I said, the leather is nice, but it's like a lot of room here at the bottom, as you can see, and also on top. See all that room on top right there. More than likely, I'm gonna get this belt, the leather we made over. I know a guy who makes leather. Another new guy that makes leather. Not the one I usually go to, but I'm gonna try him out. He's gonna make over my title. Several belts he's gonna make over. I only really go to American Makers One is Randy Jackson top rope belt, and the other one who I'm going to name is uh, RSS. He asked me not to name his name on social media, but RSS. He made the Silver Lining Junior for me, and he also repainted it for me. So he also make belts, but he also repairs, um, repaint title belts as well. Also, I think repairs plates as well. Um, kind of make it look new again and shiny. I think that's what he does. But I'm gonna ask him regardless for the Magnificent Treasure, the custom made U.S. title based off the WCW 5-plate U.S. title, which I call the Luger belt because Lex Luger was the one that held it first. I don't call the Gold Standard, aka the Gold Eagle, the Luger belt. It don't sound right. I go by the man who held it first. And the man who held it first was Magnum TA. I call that the Magnum belt. In other words, like another nickname for it. I can't, because people just go by the Luger belt because he held it the most times. I'm like, I don't make it his belt. I'm going by the person who held it the first. I mean, in a figurative sense, it does make it his belt. But in a literal sense, I'm going by the man who holds it first. When I look at this title, the WWF Intercontinental title, a person who held that particular title, well, that classic masterpiece was Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. He held the belt on at least like 5 to 6, 7 occasions, and then Jeff Jarrett, he held the belt on 3 to 5. Shawn Michaels held 3 times. Who else? Tito held it once. Ultimate Warrior, he held it twice. As did Kurt Hennig. God rest their souls. Scott Hall, Kurt Hennig, and the Ultimate Warrior. Bret held it twice. I forgot. British Bulldog. Davey Boy Smith, he held it once. Kevin Nash held it once as well. Then I look at the remade. Well, not the original. The original black version. The original one was black leather. The other ones that came in, Ahmed Johnson had a brown one. Ultimate Warrior had a blue one, the leather. He also had the white one. Shawn had the white one. He also had yellow, as did the Warrior. But to me, the black leather version is the best one. The white ones is okay. I respect the one, but the I think all belts should be a dark color. The leather, it should be brown, black, blue, or even burgundy for that matter. I don't like lighter titles. A green one would be good, like, cause I like the big green belt with the WWF. A red one would probably do good also because the NWA had their 10 pounds ago as a red leather belt. So that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to make this video over to show you my new baby, the classic masterpiece of the custom-made NWA United States Heavyweight Championship belt. I just can't get over how good this look. I may want to give Pakistani and belt makers another chance, but they gotta really be on the ball. GCB is a good belt maker, but like I said, like communication. I think Brandon told me that. I think his name was Brandon. I think he told me that as well. But nevertheless, I love this title. I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy I got it. But more than likely, all these belts right, and they come in the original size, like the U.S. titles, the gold and the silver, and then this title, and then the other U.S. title based on the WCW. I always want to have like a bigger version of them, their size, and the small ones, like I have with the gold standard, junior and senior, and the silver lining junior and senior. But I'm gonna cherish all my belts, and don't get it twisted. God willing, I'm gonna have more variations of the NWA US title made. I just had to pick the ones I grew up on first.